Hey, what's up guys? This is DarkArmedDuelist, and today I'm going to be deck profiling a really interesting deck profile that I happened upon on YouTube and kind of wanted to give my own take on it with the form of Horus the Black Flame Dragon Level 8 Hieraticz. I know it's really interesting, and I don't know how I'm going to title it. I'm probably going to title it Horus the Black Flame Dragon Hieraticz. I think that's how I'll title it. But it's really interesting. It makes a really big beat stick Horus that can negate spell cards, which is a really prevalent, um, card in the game, and it's a lot of fun to play it. I mean, it's fun. Like just watching your opponent do nothing. I mean, you can just stop them and just see the frustration on their face. You know, you're locals, you're playing against somebody, and you just want to play for fun. You'd play with this deck. I mean, it's not competitive, but it's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun. So let's get straight into it and play it. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe down below, guys, and join DarkArmedAlliance. But let's get straight into this one. So first off, we're going to play 2 copies of Horus the Black Flame Dragon. He cannot be normal summoned or set, and he must be special summoned by sending a Horus the Black Flame Dragon level 6 to the graveyard by using its effect. And as long as he remains face up on your field, you can negate the activation of any spell card on the field, and after you negate the spell card, you destroy it, which is super nice. I actually ordered super rare Horus Black Flame Dragon level 6s just to make this deck, so, you know, like for that. So Horus the Black Flame Dragon level 6, he's unaffected by any spell effect, and when he destroys a monster by battle during the end phase, you can send him to the graveyard to special summon a Horus the Black Flame Dragon level 8. Now, I'm kind of on the fence about this one. I'm playing 3 copies of Horus the Black Flame Dragon level 6. Now, there's a reason. I play Red Eye's Darkness Metal Dragon, and with this, you can normal summon it and banish it, and with you playing level up in the deck, you can level up right on into your level 6. So I'm kind of playing 3 for now. I might test around and hear from you guys and tell me what you think down below. What you think I should do. You think I should play 3, 1, or 2? You know, I don't really know what I want to do with these. I'm kind of leaning towards 3 right now because he gives me something to normal summon besides a set, which really helps, but at the same time, he can be a little cloggy sometimes. Speaking of Red Eye's Darkness Metal Dragon and my beautiful mat, you can activate his effect and then special summon a dragon-type monster from your graveyard or your hand once per turn. So he really helps out because you can bring out your level 6s back and then make more level 8s if you want. But remember, you only have 2 level 8s in the deck, which is nice. And you can only special summon him from the hand or the deck. So remember that. If he gets sent to the graveyard, you're kind of screwed and you have to rely on your extra deck a little bit more. So that's it for the engine besides the Hieratic. So for the Hieraticz, we're playing 3 copies of Sue, as always. Basically, you can special summon him to your side of the field by tributing another Hieratic-type monster, and he can destroy a spell or trap card by tributing a monster in your hand. 1 dragon-type monster from your hand, which is nice. He helps out a lot, or excuse me, 1 Hieratic-type monster in your hand, which is really nice because he just destroys spell and traps. Now, essentially, this is the Cyber Dragon. All your Hieraticz in this deck gain the effect that when they're tributed, you can special summon a normal monster from your deck that's a dragon-type monster, but you make its attack and defense 0/0. So that's something to keep in mind. And he's just essentially a Cyber Dragon. If you control no monsters, you can special summon him. That's about it. Then we play 3 copies of Hieratic Dragon Nebthet. Nebthet, he's essentially the monster removal. He's the same thing as Sue, but he's monsters. So you tribute a monster, you tribute a Hieratic monster, special summon him, then you can tribute a Hieratic monster once per turn to pop a monster your opponent controls. That's about it. The best one, however, is Hieratic Dragon of Aset. Aset is awesome because he can target a normal dragon-type monster on your field and make all your Hieraticz that level. So he can help with XZ plays, he can help out with, Tzolkin, he can help out with all sorts of stuff. So you've got to play him at 3. And also, he's the only one that you can normal summon without tributing, but his attack becomes 1,000. You don't really care about that, but he is the best one out of them all, in my opinion, besides Nebthet, or not Nepthat, Tefnuit. Tefnuit's awesome because he's a cyber dragon and he helps with the synergy. Yeah, you're playing a lot of high levels, but they work out. It just does. So he's awesome. Then we play for our 2 vanillas. We play 2 copies of Labradorite Dragon. It just helps because it's a tuner and he lets you go for Tzolkin. XZ plays for 6s, for days, and all sorts of stuff like that. And that's it for the monsters. Let's get right on into the spells. And I am playing a secret tech spell in this deck as well. So I want you guys to think about what you could play in this deck and tell me down below. And I'll give you a hint. This Red Eyes mat is a tip for what it is. So first off, we're playing for the spells 3 copies of Hieratic Dragon or Hieratic Seal of Convocation. It's essentially the Rhoda of the deck. It lets you search out your Hieratic Dragons, any of them, and add them to your hand. We're playing 3 copies of Level Up. You can target one of your level monsters and go up a level. So if I've got a 4 on the field, I can activate Level Up, go to 6. If I've got a 6, I can go to 8. That's essentially it. It fulfills the summoning condition and sends it to the graveyard and then special summons the adjacent monster, which is awesome because you can send one level monster to the graveyard and you just get the next one, which is just amazing. Then you get 2 Twin Twisters in this deck because, killing back row before we go nuts with our plays, it just helps. Along with a Wingbeat of Giant Dragon, which is returning 1 level 5 or higher Dragon-type monster to the hand to destroy all spell and trap cards on the field, which just heavy storms. It's amazing. Then here is the 2 surprise tech cards, okay? I want you guys to guess what the 2 cards are right here. It's awesome. The Red Eyes mat is a telltale sign, and I want you guys to guess what it is. And I will reveal it in 3, 2, 1. Here we go. So it is 2 copies of the Claw of Hermos. The Claw of Hermos really helps in this deck because you can summon a little guy called Red Eyes Black Dragon Sword. And with Red Eyes Black Dragon Sword, it must be special summoned with the Claw of Hermos by sending the Claw of Hermos and a Dragon-type monster to the graveyard. When it's activated, you can target one other face-up monster on the field and equip it to that monster. It gains 1,000 attack right off the bat. And then it gains 500 attack for each Dragon-type monster on the field and in the graveyard. So, it goes, let's say you equip it to your Horus the Black Flame Dragon. Everything in here is a dragon. Everything. Every one of these monsters is a dragon. So for every one of these in the graveyard, it gains an additional 500 attack. And the majority of your extra deck is dragons as well. So it's going to come out and it's going to be at least gaining 2,000 attack just off of this one Claw of Hermos getting rid of one dragon in your hand. So it really helps out a lot to play the Claw of Hermos at least 2. I've considered bumping it up to 3 even in this deck. But I haven't yet. I might drop one of those level 4s and play another one of these. Then I play 2 copies of Enemy Controller because you can target one face-up monster your opponent controls and change its battle position, which helps out with swinging with your level 4s and level 6s to make your level 8. And you can tribute one monster, which is nice. Then target one face-up monster your opponent controls and take control of it, so you can OTK your opponent. Also, you can, if you tribute a Hieratic monster, you can special summon your Labradorite dragons. You can special summon this off of this. Get one of your opponent's monster, and if it's a level 6, you can go for Tzolkin. 1-up Star Goblin for consistency. I might drop it for something else. I don't know. I just kind of threw it in there because I didn't know what else to put in here yet. I'm kind of still playing around with the deck, but I really wanted to show it off because it's fun. And then for the only 3 traps, yes, it might seem cloggy, but if you can get Horus the Black Flame Dragon out, it's over with it. 3 Royal Decree. Because if you can shut down your opponent's spells and traps, it's game over. And I have a card in the extra deck also that if I get it out, it's really over with Photon Strike Bouncer. Like, the lock is this. If you can get Photon Strike Bouncer, you've got monster effects, okay? If you can get out Horus the Black Flame Dragon, that is spell effects. If you can get Royal Decree, that is traps. So you essentially have a lock right here with just this. I mean, it's over. I mean, you once per turn you can negate a monster effect. You can negate any spell, and they can't activate any traps at all. So, I mean, it's done. It's a done deal. They're going to scoop by then. So, let's get straight on into the extra deck. So, we're going to play 2 copies of Hieratic Dragon of Atum. He's really, really good. You make him with 2 Dragon-type monsters, and you can detach an XYZ from him to special summon a 1 Dragon-type monster from your deck. So, essentially, the combo with him is to make him special summon out your Horus the Black Flame Dragon as a 0/0, and then go directly into level up, and then make your Horus the Black Flame Dragon as a 3k beater. Then you can overlay with Gaia Charger to make a 26 beater with piercing damage and a monster that can negate all spells. So that's your big combo with this deck. That's one of the big combos. Then we play 1 copy of Utopia Beyond because it's a big beat stick that's, 3k, and it has the effect that the attack of all monsters your opponent can currently control becomes 0, and then once per turn during either player's turn, you can detach 1 XYZ from this card. Then target 1 face-up XYZ monster you control and 1 Utopia monster in your graveyard, which that's not going to come into effect ever. And banish the first target, and then if you do special summon the second one, gain 1250. It's never going to come into effect. The one that's going to come into effect is dropping your opponent's attack to 0. That's the big one. Constellar, Promethean, or whatever, M7, it comes in handy a lot. It lets you add something back from the graveyard to your hand, which is really nice. Once per turn, you can detach 1 XYZ from this card, then target 1 monster on the field or in the graveyard, and return it to the hand, which you can return your Horus of Black Flame Dragon level 8s back to your hand. Bouncer we kind of already covered with negating monster effect. Gauntlet Launcher, he's a level 6, so he pops stuff. Number 24, Vampiric Dragon. He helps out because he's essentially a Book of Moon. Queen Dragon Jin, she helps out a lot with just having the 2, your 2 Horus of Black Flame Dragon level 4s on the field. If you can get them out, you just normal summon and overlay into her. Then I play for the Tzolkin engine. I play Tzolkin himself, Beals, Void Ogre, Crystal Wing, and Scar because I can set any of my spells or roll decree, and if you can get out Void Ogre and this, you've got the spell, or you've got the traps locked down with him, you got the spells locked down with him, then you make Balancer and it's over. Or you can make Crystal Wing this guy and roll decree, and it is over because you can negate monster effects again. And then the 2 Red Eyes Black Dragon Swords. And it's just kind of for the, the push for game with the Red Eyes Black Dragon Sword. But that's it. I mean, it's real self-explanatory. I mean, it is and it's not. I mean, it's fun. This deck is really, really fun. Don't hesitate to give it a try. It's awesome. But anyways, guys, this is DarkArmedDuelist. I hope you enjoyed this. I hope you got this card right. I mean, I don't think a lot of people will, but I hope they do. And it's really a lot of fun. And you can actually see the silhouette of Red Eyes Black Dragon in there. But anyways, guys, this is DarkArmedDuelist. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And check me out for more. See you later, guys.